Hello, mate. Let's have a look at these bars then.
These bars.
Ooh. So what are these? Deadlift bar and a power bar.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very nice.
So does this mean I'm getting my deadlift bar back?
Yes.
Beautiful. Craig, I'm going for a conventional max today.
Right.
What do you reckon I've got?
I'm gonna guess. Oh, it's a tough one. Because your conventional is weaker than your sumo, or at least it was.
No, it is, yeah.
So I'm going to say 255, 260 out of the.
I've tried a deadlift conventional with the deadlift bar before,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what I got, but I think I got like 240 on it.
Yeah.
So I'll be happy with 250 or 260, between that mark.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I mentioned at Craig's, I'm going to be hitting a conventional max today and attempting to get a new personal best on my conventional, because I think my best ever conventional was 250, so anything over that would be a PB. And it's going to be the last time that I use these plates here, because obviously the gyms are opening back up again and the strength lab need them back, so I think today is going to be me sort of having a last hurrah on the plates here. Ooh. Okay, so I had planned on going for 252.5 for a 2.5 kilo jump on my PB, but I suddenly realised that I've actually taken my 1.25 to Sam's, so I was only left with 2.5, so I had to jump up 5 kilos. So that's a 5 kilo PB on my conventional deadlift. It's the most I've ever deadlifted conventionally. Obviously it's a lot weaker than my sumo just because I never ever train it, and obviously I'm not sort of trained in it at the moment, so I'm absolutely over the moon with that. I think I may even have had 260 in me. I know the last one was a bit of a grind, but I genuinely felt comfortable the whole way through the grind. The thing I was obviously most apprehensive about was my hamstrings, because obviously this is quite a hamstring dominant movement, but they didn't give me any trouble whatsoever. At no point did I sort of feel worried about them. It was more in my glutes, so that's a good sign that my glutes are firing. But yeah, they are pretty fatigued from the last session when I did 180 for 16. But yeah, I think overall just buzzing, 5 kilo PB, I'll take that. I think going forward I am actually going to be training conventional for quite a while just to try and build up my hamstrings and just try and get a bit better at it, because it's a good movement to do, and it does give a little bit of carryover I think to my sumo. So yeah, definitely going to be training it, but I think long term I'm definitely going to be sticking with sumo just because leverage wise it just suits me so much better. So that was also the last lift I would do in my garden, because I'm sending these plates back to the Strength Lab, which was the gym that allowed me to borrow them. So just need to pack them up now, and then I'll be sending them later in the week. So been massively grateful to David from the Strength Lab for allowing me to use these. They've obviously served me really well, but yeah, now that the gyms are back opening, I need to go back home.
Careless, consumerist consumption, dangerous dysfunction, disguised as expensive taste. I'm a people disgraced by what I claim I need and what I wanna waste. I take no account for nothing if it's not mine. Misappropriation of funds, protect my 90% with my guns. Whose side am I on?
Okay, so the weights are now stacked in the car. I can confirm it's not great for the old suspension. It's definitely bottomed out my car slightly, but yeah, I suppose it's the equivalent of having 3 above average sized men stuffed in the boot of my car, which I can confirm has never happened before. So we'll see how the car drives when I actually take it back to the Strength Lab, which I think is probably going to be tomorrow. So obviously I'm not going to be able to train anymore in the old garden, but yeah, I think going forward I'm probably going to be training at Sam's. I know obviously the gyms have opened again, but it's only hour slots where my gym is, so I think the plan really for me is just going to be continuing to train at Sam's until maybe the gyms open up for a little bit longer. I might start doing a little bit of accessory work in the gym, but I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so talking of like plans going forward and that sort of thing, I'm just going to quickly talk about how I've been feeling post mock meet, because I'll be honest, I have slightly lost a bit of motivation to train, and when I say that I don't mean motivation to max out, because obviously I've been continuing to do that because that's ultimately fun and what powerlifters like to do. I'm talking more along the lines of getting back into a block of training and having to work hard really to build my strength back up again. I'm not really feeling very motivated to do that at the moment. I think that is partly because of the whole sort of post-meet blues thing. Once you go from a big high of lifting heavy weights and hitting personal best, the thought of really having to go back and grind and then build back up again doesn't really fill me with motivation. I realise that's what I've got to do then. I've done it countless times in order to actually build strength, but I think I'm at a point in my life at the moment where I've got to really have a look at what is important and where I really want to channel my energy, because essentially powerlifting uses up so much energy and stress. I've got a lot going on with work at the moment. My workload is starting to increase again now. I have this apprenticeship that I'm on at the moment with work as well, which has modules and exams and essays that I need to be doing, and I've just found I've put a lot of time and energy into powerlifting as well as YouTube and social media, so obviously editing the videos, editing pretty much everything I do with the gym. That requires a lot of effort, or not effort, a lot of energy and a lot of time. A lot of energy and time which I could also be putting into things which are going to help better my career. Right, so my camera ran out of memory just as I was sort of talking then, but what I was basically saying is with powerlifting, obviously it's consumed a lot of my time and used up a lot of energy. In the last couple of years really I've thrown a lot into it and spent a lot of money on it, and just powerlifting really has been my big thing for the last few years. You know, I haven't really had any other hobbies quite like powerlifting, and although, you know, it's given me so much in terms of meeting people and giving me this hobby of editing videos, it's allowed me to do that, and it's still a massive part of my life. But I just think I really need to start focusing on things which are ultimately going to help me progress in life, and those are career things. So I need to be focusing on work. I need to be focusing on my apprenticeship, because these are also goals that I have and things I want to achieve. But I feel like at the moment I'm putting a bit too much emphasis on the gym, on training, on powerlifting, when really my other goal, which is work, progressing my career, that's at the moment I think taking too much of a back seat. So I think I need to bring that a bit more to the centre of my attention, and that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop vlogging, making videos, powerlifting. It just means that I think I need to put a little bit more focus on the things that are really ultimately going to be important to me going forward in the future, and things that are going to help me with my career. I do think though that when the gyms reopen, and when I say reopen I mean like post-COVID, and COVID's like no longer an issue and people can just go in and train for however long they want in the gyms, that's definitely going to help me, because it's going to free up more time, because at the moment I'm travelling up to Sam's gym and he lives half an hour away from me, so that's half an hour getting there, half an hour back, and obviously the petrol money, but that is an hour out of my day just travelling to the gym, so that would just free up a lot more time to do the other things like work. So yeah, you know, sometimes you just have to take a little bit of a step back from the things that slightly consume you and just really analyse, is it actually good for you? Is it going to actually better you? And sometimes the things that you think are bettering you are actually holding you back in other parts in your life. So that's just something that I've slightly noticed. I'm just slightly reevaluating the way I'm going to be doing things going forward. So hopefully that's not really going to affect like the content that I put out when I do make content. I do want to make it enjoyable for people to watch still. But yeah, like I say, just need to focus on other things. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to sign out the video because I feel like I've rambled way too long on that topic. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. As always, please leave it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.